Okay, good evening. It's the 17th of 17th of March, 2026. And here we are again. It's another day. And of course, you can see what the title says. This is the market. It's still, like the title says, it's another market which is looking for the next phase. The market is looking for where to run to at the moment. So, first of all, first and foremost, let me just share my screen and I will give the quick roundup just as I can see right here. So bear with me quickly. Well, it's quite interesting actually because I do this. I do this while I'm talking to you, and you'll be like, "Oh, why don't you just do that initially before anything else?" But I'm sharing the raw footage, and I hope you appreciate that. So this is literally unfiltered. All right. So only takes a few seconds. Okay, now where are we? Let me share it quickly. And as you can see, shared. Now, as usual, the cues, I kind of feel like I should just draw the cues and move it lower, or should I tighten up my box, the BK box. I'm gonna call it now, the BK box. It's a 3 months, been going on for a while now. And as you can see, I don't want to tighten it, but think about the dates. We have been going since 27th of October. I'm gonna make it's yellow, but I'm gonna make it a different color. I think you would appreciate red. There you go. I think on a black background, it's gonna stand out as well. But there you go. So you can see we've been going since 27th of October. And look at that. We haven't actually been anywhere still. So, like I said again, when everything looks singing and dancing or dandy, look, the market's telling you it's still in the range. Go back to the BK box until it's not. So right now, what did we do today? The market was what? 0.49%. It's quite interesting actually because we keep getting stuck within 610, 599, 610, 599. Just about four points of, today was what? How many handles? You can see just about three handles. But at the same time, guess what happened? We did have quite a few gainers as well. And what is still driving this market? Sorry, mate. It's the oil. It's crude oil that's still driving the economy. Um, we not notwithstanding. And if you noticed, we are creeping back to the high hundreds again, slowly this time around though. And each chart is telling you a story. And that's what we had today. There's about 3% today. Yes, everything doesn't have to be super aggressive. And that's what we have. And if you look at oil, year to date, it's done to 67%. I mean, look at Apple, it's -7. Look at Amazon, -7. Look at even Bitcoin, down 16%. So not a lot of things are competing with crude oil at the moment. And of course, like we said, it's driving the macro. I think one of the things that don't do very well is the airlines. Let's look at what airlines are saying. The market is looking at the battleground. That's probably what I could have titled this. Airlines, does it mean the airlines have recovered fully? I don't know. I was actually bearish airline, and look at that. I think this to me is just a little dead cat, really. And I still think, once we get the next leg, we might still see these things going further down. But year to date, airliners down 13%. So not a lot going on. I did talk about some crypto. I think it was last Friday. We said we should start positioning for crypto as a group. And if you look at that since then, MSTR has actually been doing very well. I think we have CleanSpark as well. MSTR from the low. Look at that. It's just bounced. CLSK as well. So some of these companies that started bouncing. I wouldn't say, I mean, we just happened to, this was about sub nine calls, about 9.7, 9.6. And we've had quite a few move right there. That's been moving very well. I think there's something here I saw from Delta Airlines. The CEO was on today, back to my corporate news. CEO was on pouching and touting, but we know this. We've seen this before. He knows they're in trouble. He's just talking it up and trying to make it stay. But that's go, puff, puff, pass. And I think we know there's still war going on, around the world, and this is driving the economy right now, putting pressure on inflation. It's another one. Was it NBIS yesterday? Talked about, new investment, 240, was it 250 million, or it's in the billion? I can't remember the exact price or cost. And he drove this up 14% yesterday. But guess what? Today, all giving back, all giving back. So you got to be careful. We don't just jump on movers. If something is already moving, I'm sorry, you are late. You got to be careful. Don't just jump on these movers. I think utility also emerged as a safe haven, which is quite interesting, actually. We're talking about stagflation right now. Is it XLU? Let's have a look. So I can tell that not a lot of stocks, well, some stocks are doing very well also, but you got to be able to pick them. But one thing is, do not try to dive into what's it called. Don't try to hit a home run on these things. Look at utility, literally all-time high. I mean, with that just confirms to you that the AI story is still very much hot. Okay, so if AI story is still hot, there you go. So this is actually interesting. I was looking at Korean, which was the start of the show, the Korean markets, which has been actually amazing. The fight back. Look at that. It went all-time high, fought back, and looks like it's retracing again now. So if you are lucky, like myself, to be able to get into all these different economies, then that's fine. I think another one I was looking at was Vietnam. Vietnamese. Uh, Not the Vietnamese dairy products, but anyway, yeah, is it VMN or VNM? Let's have a look. There you go. Yeah, Vietnam ET ETF. There you go. That was gave you a big double top right there. And you could have just positioned and look at it. You might say, oh, that's only little, but right there, push back up. So that's one of the things I looked into. But back to the American now. I think there's quite a few of talks that was going on today. Corporate news. There's always a corporate news going on. But look at the VIX. VIX collapsed aggressively yesterday, and that's good for stocks. So when it collapsed heavily, stocks was doing very well. Also, look at the dollar. Dollar went slightly lower yesterday. What did we have? DXY. This is good. I mean, as long as it stays below 100. For me personally, I'm looking at it staying below this line. This is the BK line for me. Well, it's the trend line, but of course, I want it to stay below this line. And if you can stay right there, then we are good. Because let me show you something quickly. Look at dollar. What do you notice? It's been on a 40-year support. Is it 40? There you go. Sorry, I said 40. Since 2011. And where are we now? 2016. So it's on a 15-year support. So I think we are taking a bit of a risk at this moment. Dollars on a 15-year support. I've talked about this a few times. So regardless, yes, it's on a monthly. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful chasing these fast Momo stocks. Be careful. Things are quite on the edge at the moment. I mean, I'm sorry, but the war is not over yet. They're still firing missiles and rockets all over the place. Also, yesterday, we had an NVIDIA, is it the GTC conference where they are able to tout what they want and what they will be doing, etc., etc., showcase what they're doing. And if you look at this, I try to paste it, but I think it's in a different color. Let's see if I can get it black. There you go. So what do we notice here? I mean, we had so many companies as working with NVIDIA right now. It just seems like to me the story is extremely hot. Palantir, CDNS, Uber, Adobe, HPE, SMPS, LSCC, PCORs, Crowd, VRT, Dell, SMCI, LiDAR, TMUS. There's just quite a lot of them. So you've got to be able to chart some of these positions and you can see and pick your poison. I'm not really into it at the moment. I'm not picking any stock. I've got a few positions in what I have and I'm just waiting on them. Remember, when it comes to stocks, the best thing, the money is in the waiting. We had Palantir, which was kind of feels a bit undecided right now. Look at that huge support and it's just drawn all the way up. I mean, is it time to just keep moving and keep going for its all-time high? I think Palantir has done so well to stay and stay very well. Look at that. One stage, second stage. I think this thing is definitely going to 170. That's my belief on Palantir. But again, no, this is not financial advice. I don't have any position. There you go. Also, okay. There's another thing I said here. I mean, it's talking about the next phase of AI. I think Palantir into finance, automotive, MBLY, AHR, Joby. We've got media, Meta, Google, Netflix, robotics, Tesla. I mean, I didn't look at Tesla. I was actually bearish Tesla at some point. I said it was going to go below 400. I wanted it a bit lower based on my analysis. But we've got to say also, give it to Tesla. Tesla has been very, very, very strong, holding the forts as well. Um, I think also or we do have MU. Yesterday, if you remember, I mentioned Groupon, and I did say when I was looking at $5, earnings, I did mention Groupon, and look at what happened today. It just boomed today. We had a initially it was about 8% move, but now down to 5%. And just about rounding up, I think tomorrow we do have MU which is giving the earnings. We do know, based on what I've read today, Micron has been extremely strong. This is right here, very strong. Likewise, SNDK. Data storage is the big thing. I mean, data utility, AI is just literally going to touch so many angles and aspects. Look, I don't want to get on this movie in front of this moving train at all. Not a shot for me. Okay. Generally, what else? What else? There's something I saw here as well, which is just a fact. I mean, there's Williams Sonoma as well, which is another big, big, big company. I think they're giving their earnings tomorrow also. Uh, Pardon me. Oh, they have given it today. Yeah. What days does it say? It's going to be on Wednesday. So we have some big, big mega names. Williams Sonoma, which is going to be pre-market today. Um, Honestly, I don't really know what this is going to be yet, but we shall see tomorrow. That's it. But 5 years to date, it's done about, sorry, 5 years, it's done about 190%. Not bad. We have five below, which I mentioned yesterday as well. They are giving the earnings. I remember I played this earning last year when it was about 89. Now it's at 214, way, 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 way above my range. I'm not going to get in there. Our cards as well. We have another drone, which is a retail favorites. So our cards, I don't know how this is going to play tomorrow, but we'll see. Oh, it's 9% today. Yeah. So if at all, I think it's definitely going to be on a high back today right now because they're doing everything right. But anyway, until then, we do have to tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a busy day. We hope you will make profits. Please, whatever you do, please stay safe. There's some big, big, big names out there that's going to give earnings. Protect your profits. Don't lose this profit to the market. And then we'll take it from there. Good night and God bless and have a good night. Take care. Bye bye.